It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And we've got the Seahawks superstar tight end. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Seahawks and the Niners, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin here alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Seahawks in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 59 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down. Beal. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Back to throw. Beal. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Operating from the gun. Beal. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. As well as those like that. Force.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep.
Ready?
Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. 14 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Beal throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Looking to throw. Beal. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll look to throw again. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team has played.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kyle Pitts,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Bass is good.
And that will knot us up at 10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 46 yards.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes it a 17-10 score.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Beal. He's going to let this one go deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, And we'll step aside for a moment. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Beal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take possession up. Well, few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Beal under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Niners on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they tried the field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves. Now, they feel exponentially worse.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
On first down, Beal. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Throwing again. Beal. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw. Beal. Dancing to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Beal. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, set!
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Come on, come on. Hit.
And going right back to Walker. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway. Once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here? I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do.